Student. This video content is the third part of the chapter Resources and Development Class 10 subject Social Science. Students, so far in the previous two sections we have made our definition clear about resources. We have discussed that how there is interdependency between human being and available natural environment, that is what we call physical environment, and the institution which has been developed by the human being. We also could understand that human being are itself the component of one of the important component, one of the important resource. Now, after making this discussion, we also discussed the various types of resources under the various categories. Then in the second part, we made our discussion about development of resources as well as resources planning, especially in India. Because why we are discussing especially in India? Because our entire geography in class 10th is about our country, India. So far we have made discussion about this. Last topic what we discussed in the previous section was about conservation of resources. Student, now here onwards we are shifting our attention only to land resources and other resources associated to the land in the remaining part of the chapter. Reason, we all understand that human being used to live on the land. We are not the one like we human being are not like bird who used to live in the air. We are not like aquatic animal who used to live in the water. We are the one who live on the land and perform our all economic activities on land. We use it in a different manner. So we can say that land is natural resource. Student, let's move to our heading land, which is a natural resource of utmost importance, but land is an asset of. Now interesting thing is that land is an asset of finite magnitude and it requires careful planning for using available land resource. You must understand this, like land is something we discussed in the class 9th in the chapter India size and location, where we discussed that the size of India is 3.28 million square kilometer of land. We cannot increase the size of land. Or take the example like I'm living in a suppose a fixed size, particular size of the area, the house I'm talking about. In the house where I'm living, the area is about say 2000 square feet. So it cannot be increased to 20,000 square feet. That's why land is a finite resource, and we used to do so many things like our natural vegetation, wildlife, human life, economic activity, transport and communication, all are associated with the system. So we can say that land is an asset. Problem is land is an asset of finite magnitude and it requires careful planning for using available land resources. India has land under a variety of relief feature as shown you on page number 5 of the textbook through a pie diagram, where you can find that out of these relief feature, mountain covers approximately 30% of our total land area. Plateau cover 27% of the total land area, while plains cover the maximum, which is 43% of the area. More important thing is, student, that we used to get our rich minerals, fossil fuels, forests, all from these available relief feature, and that is why we have to think about land as important resource, and related to land resource we need to have careful planning. Friends, our next heading is land utilization. In this heading, in this section, we will understand that the land what are available to human being are utilized for various purpose, and these purpose are mentioned under the various categories. For your convenience, I have made it available through this slide. That is that like land resources what are available to us in the form of forest, which is very important for maintaining ecological balance. Then there exists barren and wasteland which has not been utilized. Then you can say that we have buildings, we have roads, we have factories, we have permanent pasture land and grazing land. There are also land under the miscellaneous purpose, Culturable wasteland exists. Fallow other than current fallow and area sown more than once in an agricultural year. What it means that current fallow means those area which has been left without cultivation for one or less than one agricultural year. Similarly, other current fallow that is left uncultivated for the past 1 to 5 agricultural year. These are called, student, in general fallow land. Means these are the area on which we can follow for the future production. And net sown area, where area sown more than once in an agricultural year plus net sown area is known as cross cropped area. Please underline this. This is very important for you to understand that land is utilized for these variety of purpose. Student, our next heading is land use pattern in India, in which we can say we should try to make effort to understand that how land is utilized and on what factor it depends. What are the factors that determine the land use in our country? So basically it is two factors. One is physical factors such as topography, climatic condition, soil type, what exists there. Based on the existence of soil and climate and topographic condition, we as a human being determine that how this land will be utilized. Another factor is human factors such as population density, technological capability, and culture and traditions. Now this is depending a factor like what density of population exists in a particular area, what technological accessibility is there for the human being living in a particular area, what are the culture and traditions. Based on that, you will find that people determine the available land to be utilized in a particular manner. We know that the total geographical area of India is 3.28 million square kilometer. We have land use data, however, is available only for 93% of the total geographical area. Why? Why 93%? Why not 100%? So I hope you are aware that there are certain area where we don't have the accessibility to do the mapping or survey work. Like Assam has not done anything regarding the measurement of the area. Similarly, Jammu and Kashmir, with which in the Jammu and Kashmir, two sides, eastern and western, we have problem with China and Pakistan. Certain area is being covered. So in this area, no survey could have taken place. That's why, student, only 93% of the area is covered to know about the land use pattern in India. We must not forget that basically two factors, physical factor and human factor, that determine that how land which is available to the people in a particular region is going to be utilized. On page number 6 of your NCERT book, we have made the pie diagram comparison for the period 1960-61 when the land use pattern has been shown, and for the year 2014-15 land use pattern has been shown. You will find that land resources being used for the variety of purpose which are shown in the category with the different color, like forest, barren and unculturable wasteland, area under non-agriculture uses, permanent pasture and grazing land, area under miscellaneous tree crops and groves, culturable wasteland, fallow other than current fallow and net sown area. These are the variety of category, and you can find that the changing dimension, like in the case of forest, over these 50 years it has increased from 18.11% to 23.3%. You can say, student, based on that we can draw following conclusion, that is the land under permanent pasture has decreased. We can say that forest area in the country is far lower than the desired 33% that is visible to us. In spite of the increase over these 50-60 years, you can say still it is not good enough. of the geographical area, this 33% of the geographical area which was considered essential for maintenance of the ecological balance. We must make effort that forest which is required to maintain the ecological balance should be increasing. Continuous use of land over a long period of time without taking appropriate measure to conserve and manage it has resulted in land degradation. This in turn has made some serious challenges, student. To our another aspect, student, that is land degradation and conservation measures. We know that we have already discussed that irrational and exploitative nature of the use of our land resources has made various negative impact, especially the land has degraded, the quality of the land and quality of the soil has got badly affected, and we need to take some conservation measures to ensure that the quality of land gets better again. Number one, human activities such as deforestation, only for the sake of making more and more industry and making more and more housing available. What we have done, we have made reckless cutting of the trees. Forest area has been cleared to make the roads for in the name of the development. Various forest area have been cleared to set up the industries and establishing more and more colonies for the residential purpose. As a result, what happened, that overgrazing, deforestation has made the negative impact. Then there is another issue, that is overgrazing done by the cattle. Mining and quarrying too have contributed significantly in the land degradation. There is another thing, desire among the human being to extract the resources from the earth, for which it has taken mining and quarrying work, and this mining and quarrying has made the degradation, the deterioration in the quality of the land resources. So now question naturally comes in the mind, why to solve the what are the ways that we need to and why we should do this? Because we have discussed in the beginning part that land are the resources which are limited in nature, but it is very important for the human being and their survival. That is why we should find the ways, and in this section, student, we will discuss those ways which are meant to solve the problem of land degradation. Like opposite to deforestation, what we are supposed to do, we should plant more trees, that we call afforestation. Then proper management of grazing has to be done. Area has to be determined. A natural movement of the animal should be ensured, like it was done by the pastoral groups, that they were maintaining the ecological balance, taking animal from one area to the other area. Problem in modern times that we have limited the movement of animal, because many of the area which was earlier grazing land for these animal, natural place for natural pasture land, these were now controlled for the purpose of making plantation work or for the purpose of establishing some industries there. That is why now the grazing land has reduced to size, and animal has only choice to remain on these places and keep exploiting the available resources. Planting of shelter belts of plants and stabilization of sand dunes by the growing thorny bushes, that can be also done to ensure that the quality of land gets better. Proper management of wasteland is required, and we need to control of our mining activities. We should also make proper discharge and disposal of toxic waste material which are being produced by the industry. It has been found that to reduce their cost of maintenance, many factories which involve in the chemical process, in the manufacturing process, used to throw their toxic waste without considering that they are polluting the land resources.